Okay guys, they're finally here. I have the onboard air kit from Kleinn horns for the 2021 Jeep Gladiator, and I also have the JT-220 dual horn add-on kit for the same Gladiator. All right guys, little box opening video here. First box we're opening is the horns themselves for the Jeep truck Gladiator. I did take a peek, so we got the box here. Let's open her up. We got the actual train horns here. We'll open that box up in a second. Looks like we have some wiring and some air tubing in this bag. We have the manufacturer's defect limited warranty, and you fill out on the back. Stop returns. Reducing returns is simple. We have, please scan this to get to your instructions. And could be the best part here, we got the too loud, too bad decals from Kleinn air horns. Now, the metal part is packaged pretty good. We take this out, and this is going to be the bracket to mount the air horn. We have some electrical stuff that we'll open up in a second. So we got our bracket. We'll save the air horn itself for last. We're going to open up some the wiring that is given here. We have some sort of edge guard. Have to figure out where that goes. We have an all silver air horn button. We have some purple wiring, I'm guessing is about 16 gauge. Have some orange wiring. That's about 16 gauge. We have 1/4 inch air fitting. We have some of the purple thread sealant that is given by Kleinn. We have some different connectors, and there's also a line splice in there. We have a black that's about 16 gauge. And we have a bag of bolts here. We already went over these. Let's maybe get a closer look at this horn mount. It looks like the horns are going to mount in two different directions. I will get to that during install. And let's get to opening up the actual train horn itself and see what's in here. This box open. From what I understand, these horns are pretty substantial. So we will see what we got here. Okay, so in this box, we have one horn, and it looks like each one of the horns is going to have its own solenoid to let the air through. So we'll take one of these out here, and we have a metal backing, a plastic flute, and they have some sort of covering over here to perhaps keep that face nice and undamaged. And I must say that I had the 102 horns in my previous Jeeps, and that's one bad boy horn right there. That's huge. I can't wait to hear the sound from that. So let's take these, put these on the deck here. It also comes with more tubing, 1/4-inch tubing, and its own bag of bolts with a 3-way connector, a T. We'll stick this stuff back in there, and let's just take a quick peek on how the horns will mount to the bracket. Slide that little white thing off there. And it looks like one horn will mount in this direction, and the other horn will mount, might not be that direction, it might be the other direction. There's a slight angle to it. The larger horn, as you can see, has an angle to it, so I'm not sure at this point if it goes that way or this way. I guess it all depends on where we're fitting this under the Jeep that we didn't get to yet. So let's get that all boxed back up, and I'll be right back with you guys for the onboard air unboxing. Alright guys, this next box is the onboard air, and this box is a beast. I'm a big guy, and box is pretty heavy, so let's tear into this and see what we got. Alright guys, second box opening is going to be for the Jeep truck onboard air system, and box is huge, pretty heavy, so be careful lifting it. Let's cut into this bad boy, see what we got. Unlike the other video, I didn't cheat on this one, so I have no idea what's in here. Kind of exciting. All right. Here's the first peek we got here. All right, we got a bunch of boxes, some packing paper. Let's see what we're gonna pull out of here. We have stop. Reducing returns is simple. We got that one before. We also got a second set of the Kleinn air horn decals. Put those aside here. Let's take out box number 1, which is pretty big. I'm gonna take all the boxes out and the contents, and then we'll go from there. There's one box, there's 2 boxes, box number 3, which I think is our tank. Set that guy there. We have our waterproof air compressor, and this is a 100% duty cycle, 200 psi max air compressor. And lastly, well, maybe not lastly, we have a defect limited warranty as well, and scan the QR code for our instructions. We'll leave that in the box. Some packing paper. And we have the all-important mounting bracket. So there's our mounting bracket. A little dusty, which is going to mount underneath the Jeep there somewhere. So we're going to slide this aside for now. And we're going to get to one box here, which is very light. It feels like there's nothing in here, but let's see what we got here. We have wow, we do have one empty box. And it does say filler. Surprise, surprise. All right, box number 2. Let's see which way is up. This is probably up. And let's cut into box number 2. And we have some packing paper. We have some wire covering. We have what appears to be another horn bracket. That's interesting. Put that aside. We have some brackets here, which very well, I think, may bend over the tank to hold it in place, but we'll have to see during the install. I've got a box of, or a bag of, wire. Let's pull that out. We got a mystery box here, and we also have a mystery bag by Kleinn. Put this aside. We'll do the bag last. We'll open up this parts bag, lay out and see what we got. Yeah, we have in here, looks like some rubber covering that will go over this to eliminate chafing of the tank, I'm assuming. We have a bunch of wiring here with, looks like they have a nice heavy-duty inline fuse here, and that's going to go to the relay, and a bunch of other wiring inside here. We have an inline fuse connector for our fuse box in the Gladiator. Probably off the ignition or probably anywhere we want to put it. We also have all the fittings for this, as well as some more of their purple seal. They have a name for it. It is called Kleinn air horn juice. We got some juice inside the bag for our threads. So let's put this all back in the bag here. All right, put that aside. Let's get to this box right here. Slide out what we got. We have, well, I got some batteries there. And I have a tire inflator gauge. I'm assuming, yep, the batteries are going to go for the tire inflator gauge right there. And we have a quick connect, a male and a female. So there's that. Now let's open up our Kleinn bag. Probably some sort of hosing in here. Slide this all out. See what they're giving us. We have some more tubing. We have a yellow 150 psi max for inflator use only hosing. We have more fittings, and there's some sort of bracket back here that we're probably going to mount our quick connect to. We also have, open this one up a little bit, a quick connector cover. Here's our quick connect. Here's to hold on to your stem. And we also have a cover, which probably will get installed something like this here to keep all debris and whatnot out. And that's pretty much it for everything, guys. I'm going to start doing some install videos and taking some pictures, so I'll catch you guys soon. Bye-bye. Next, guys, we have our last box, which is from Kleinn Automotive Air Horns, and I believe it's the tank. So that's the model number on there. Open up this box here. See what we got. Yep, that's what we got. We have one tank here, which has arrived in good shape. We have 3 ports on the side, 1 port on another side. The end has 3 ports, and the other end has 2 ports. So we're going to have to decide where everything goes here, and that should be our video here. But let's, for the fun of it, bring this up, and we can sit this. It's gonna be similar to the way it goes. Perhaps the orientation they will go over in the directions. So thanks, guys. We'll see you in a little bit. Okay, guys, last box to open is the actual air compressor. Got a little note on here. It says, do not tighten the leader hose into the tank. This will damage the internal check valve. It will prevent the system from filling properly. Use Kleinn air horn juice to seal fitting threads. Tighten the fitting as much as possible by hand. Then tighten the fitting 1/4 turn with a wrench. Do not use pliers or vice grips. All right, that's our little warning label there. So let's pop this open and see what we got. First thing out of the box is some large air hose. Might be 3/8, I'm assuming. It's not saying it on that package there. So now we have the air horn, or the compressor itself. Let's try to get her out here. Over. Wow, guys. I must say so myself, this is a substantial, heavy compressor. compressor. We got Kleinn up top here. We have the part number and etc. on that little label there. Pause it if you need to. So this is telling me we have a 6450 RC, 12 volts DC, 23 amps max amperage, working pressure 200 psi, 100% duty cycle at 72 degrees Fahrenheit, and 50% duty cycle at 200 psi. Pretty sure we're going to be running it at an in-between range there. All right, things are looking good. We'll see you on the install, guys. Oh, wait a minute. Forgot about, this is a filter for the air intake, and that's probably what this larger tubing is for. And we have some mounting brackets, or a plastic mount with a couple set of 4 screws. All right, guys, talk to you later.